People say St. Mark's Road never sleeps. Even at 2 a.m., there's always a car passing, a bar closing, a delivery bike rushing through. But that night, when I walked past the old stone arch near the abandoned colonial block, the road went silent. No cars, no voices, not even a dog. Just footsteps behind me, soft, barefoot, matching my pace exactly, stopping when I stopped. But when I turned, there was nobody. That was the first night I knew something was wrong with this part of St. Mark's Road. I thought it was paranoia. I wish it was. I was a content writer, working late shifts at an office near AMG Road. Every night, I walked back toward Brigade Road, passing St. Mark's Road. There was a building there, an old colonial structure wedged awkwardly between two cafes. People rarely looked at it, as if their eyes slid away. The windows were always dark. The front gate was always chained. One night, as I passed it, I saw someone inside. A girl, in a white frock, standing behind the first floor window grill, hair covering her face. I thought it was a reflection, until she moved her hand and tapped the glass. Once, twice, thrice. A slow, deliberate rhythm. I froze. A biker zoomed past, shouting, "Ayo, don't look at that place." When I turned back to the window, the girl was gone. A few days later, I saw the security guard from the cafe next door. I asked, casually, "Anna, that old building, anyone stays there?" He dropped his cigarette instantly. "No, nobody. Don't ask." "Why? Haunted, ah?" He looked at me like I had invited death. "People don't see ghosts there. Ghost sees people." "What do you mean?" He leaned in. "That girl in the window, she chooses who notices her. Once she picks someone, she follows them." My stomach tightened. He continued, "She doesn't want to hurt. She wants to remember." "Remember what?" The guard looked away. "Her death." That night, walking home, the barefoot footsteps came again. This time closer. When I crossed St. Mark's Road, the streetlights flickered, and I heard a voice behind me. A girl whispering. "Wait." I didn't run. Running felt wrong. But when I reached Brigade Road's signal and looked around, nothing except a small girl's handprint on my backpack. Fresh, damp, as if she had pressed her palm into mud. I went digging. Old newspapers, Reddit forums, urban legends from Bangalore college kids. The story was the same everywhere. A 12-year-old girl named Maya vanished from St. Mark's Road in 1997. Last seen at the window of that same building, wearing a white frock. Her parents searched. Police searched. Nothing, not a clue. Locals said they saw her in the window months after she disappeared. Sometimes crying, sometimes smiling. Then the building was sealed. Forever. One night, the footsteps didn't stop behind me. They moved ahead of me, leading me, taunting me, calling me. I followed, like a fool, until I stood at the gate of the abandoned building. The chain was open, not broken, simply unhooked. The door inside creaked open. As if something had been waiting, I stepped inside. The entire place smelled of dust and cold stone. Old colonial walls, cobwebs hanging like curtains. But upstairs, the first floor room glowed faintly, not with electricity, with candlelight, and inside, the girl stood behind the same grill. Up close, she looked wrong. Her face was pale, lips blue, as if she had drowned. Her hair covered most of her cheeks. Her bare feet were dirty, cracked, but her eyes were enormous, black, wet, begging. She whispered, "Help me remember." The candle went out. The room went dark except for the street light leaking through the grill. The girl, Maya, pointed to a corner of the floor. I used my phone's light. The tiles there were newer, brighter, wrong. Someone had cemented something over. I scraped a corner with my keys and found fabric beneath. White fabric. A frock. My fingertips touched bone. Human bone. My stomach churned. She didn't vanish. She didn't run away. She was murdered. Right here. Her body was covered. Hidden. Left to rot beneath new tiles. She whispered, "Remember me." Behind me, a door slammed. A heavy boot step echoed on the stairs. Not the girl's. A man's. Slow, heavy, purposeful. Maya's ghost vanished behind me like mist. She wasn't the danger. The man who killed her. He was still alive, still around, still returning to check the building. His silhouette grew larger in the doorway. Tall, broad shoulders, wearing a raincoat despite no rain. He whispered, "I warned her not to scream. Now you've heard her too." I froze. He stepped in with a rusted metal tool in his hand. Ghosts don't scare me. Witnesses do.